The veil of ignorance posits the idea that we should build our justice system according to not knowing where we would sit in it. And it occurred to me during the news that if you want to look at people who are signed off sick, I can't think of a better example of the power of the veil of ignorance. So you sit here now thinking, or Rishi Sunak, oh, they're all taking the mickey. They're all spending money. They're all doing this. They're all doing that. But what if it was you? What if you were signed off sick? What would you want the system to be like if you were signed off sick? And there it is. I'm fairly confident you wouldn't want it to be anything like what it is now, or anything like what it will be like if Sunak's around for long enough to implement the measures that he announced today. I've got to go to the so the doctor doesn't decide whether I'm too sick to work. Some person in the DWP does, an assessor, an unspecified assessor does. And their job, their literal job, because this is why the policy is being introduced, is to reduce the amount of money being spent on sickness benefit. So the success of their employment will be judged by how much money they can take away from people who are currently receiving sickness benefits. The GP's job is to look after sick people. But we've got a government now that thinks health and safety is an unnecessary imposition, that thinks regulation in the workplace equals red tape and should be ripped up and burned. We've got politicians in positions of prominence who think that giving help to people is a sign of weakness and that they should just be whipped back to work. Rishi Sunak will never need this system. He will never, ever, ever need it. And that doesn't mean he's not capable of understanding its importance or respecting its role, but it makes it a little bit harder. And I'm afraid he has not risen to that challenge.